Hey, how's it going? It's Brian from B's Music Shop, and I am here today with the brand new Caroline Kilobyte 2000. My whole life we've been partying like it's 1999. We have finally kicked over the counter. Let's see what this new delay from Caroline's all about. Before I get going, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Those things make a huge difference to a little music store like us. If we can get you a cat t-shirt, a cat toy, a cat pedal that goes meow, 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 we are the meow, 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 meow people. That's what we do. We make that stuff. We also make a bunch of pedals that just have cats on them. Why? I don't know. My therapist and I are still working on that. Hit us up, bsmusicshop.com. Your support means all the difference. Caroline has made the Kilobyte for quite some time. This newest iteration adds some things. I have not actually checked it out. Let's check out the manual and see what it says. So it says, the 20th century's delay of the future has arrived. Thank you for letting us make cool stuff again. And if you never talked to any of the people at Caroline, like if you run to Philippe at any of the shows, he's just the nicest man ever. I love him so much. We made the Lucky Cat last year with him, the fuzz pedal. I think we're hoping to make something else this year with him that I'm super excited about. But let's see what this delay is. Let's read what he has to say. Oh, it's really just, there's really no intro here. We're just jumping right into it. So let's start off with, whoa, we had to make a translation table, which I'm glad for because it is ridiculous. So this knob over here is the level. Over here, we've got the preamp. Down here is repeats. Here's time. This switch in the middle is for tap divide. That's why we get the little division there. Over here, we've got an effects loop. This control at the top controls sharpness. Over here is my favorite control from Caroline, Havoc. And over here is modulation. And they just have a little tip guide here. Some fun, sneaky tricks if you feel like experimenting. For the cleanest possible delay, turn the preamp and sharpness controls all the way down, fully counterclockwise. So let's turn this one all fully down, preamp and sharpness. Then add them to taste. The more drive you dial up, the more the effect the sharpness control will have. Classic Kilobyte Havoc is the equivalent of the trim pot all the way up. Think of this control as kind of a brake on the intensity of the runaway effect. You can turn it down to get it to hover or linger instead of blasting off. So we're gonna turn this guy down. We'll get more Havoc-y as we go on. Oh, and I skipped over here. This is a bypass. This controls the Havoc, which is a hold, which would be super fun for me to try and do while I play guitar since it's not on the ground. Setting myself up for success. If you're like us, you have other effect pedals laying around. Get a 1/4-inch TRS cable and try them out in the KB2K effects loop. I really like that acronym there. You can try wilder modulation effects, EQ pedals for more dramatic tone shaping of the repeats, or all kinds of synth or filter effects while the dry signal remains untouched. If you want 100% wet output from the KB2K, you can use the effects loop as the output with a standard guitar cable. Havoc starts after the switch is held down and the micro gets the memo that it isn't a tap. Oh, so this is a tap I see. It's a tap tempo button or hold it for Havoc. So Havoc starts after the switch is held down and the micro gets the memo that it isn't a tap. But if you miss the immediacy of classic analog Kilobyte Havoc, there is a small switch inside the pedal called revert. This deactivates the tap tempo on the foot switch and bypasses the microcontroller, so the Havoc starts as soon as you hold it down without a hitch. These are just guidelines. We certainly don't have all the answers. There are no rules. Have fun. In the back has the little guide for what is what, which I would need. And only use industry standard effect pedal power supplies. Do not use a Sega controller. That's the joke around pedal builder circles because everyone's like, hey, my Sega controller is not doing a good job running this pedal, my Sega adapter. And it's like, dude, that's a 30-year-old adapter. You're killing me here. All right. For today's demo, I am playing my Cower Grippin' Nightmare Barbie Pink, my favorite color of all time for guitars. Here's the bridge pickup. Here's the neck pickup. That's it. It's a guitar. Sounds like a guitar. All right, let's kick this baby on. So I have my sharpness down, my preamp down. So this adjusts our time. Oh, yep. So to the left is shorter. I got to look at my manual here. Remember what is what. So number of repeats. I'm going to turn this down pretty low. Turn my level up about there. Havoc down, modulation down. So no modulation. Let's see. There we go. Turn the level down just a little bit. Turn the repeats up a little bit. All right, I'm going to turn this up, turn this down. Let's try this. that's, so what if I might bring up the sharpness? Let's turn up the preamp too at the same time. Oh, see, gets that kind of, I love this. So it gets dirty on the back end, so. Yeah. This sounds so cool. Yeah, I have the sharpness dime, so that's bringing the most treble out of the distortion. I mean, this is with the preamp and the sharpness all out. I'm gonna turn this down just so it's like. I turn the repeats down too, so. Because since I'm kind of almost compressing the delayed signal, it's like it's actually getting more profound as I turn those things up. Oh, it's so cool sounding. So I'm going to turn that down about halfway. Let's turn the modulation. Here's the modulation all the way up. And I have this tap divide all the way to the right. What happens if I bring this center? Oh, I'm sure that's for the tap tempo, which I'm not using, so I'll just leave that in the middle. All right, so let's turn up. Let's try turning the time really slow. I really like doing this to turn the modulation up, turn this down, turn the preamp up, turn the level, turn the repeats down. So it's almost like. So it's like right on top at like. Almost sounds like a phaser when it's that close, or like a flange. Turn that sharpness down and that. All right, let's try this. Repeats. Make it as clean as possible. Try it like. All I ever did was want to play rockabilly. And I'm terrible at it. All right. Let's play around with this Havoc. Havoc's all the way down. Let's turn this control up. Let's turn some more of this up. So let's see. We go in here. Yeah, it makes it self-oscillate. So. That's with the Havoc all the way up. Let's turn about 50%. So. It just gets like, it adds that drone to it. So, see, there's no Havoc. It kind of like adds that like oscillation in there. And if you turn it all the way up, it starts to self-oscillate. And then if I have like halfway, so really it seems to like, if I do something and push the Havoc, it doesn't do as much. If I like hold the Havoc down, that's really like when I hold the Havoc button down is when stuff kind of goes into that Havoc buffer. And then you'll hear, that's when it gets dirtier. So yeah, you want to like push the Havoc down just a split second before you want some Havoc. This thing sounds so cool. Yeah, it's that modulation. It's so seasick sounding. And no more modulation. How long does this thing go? It's where you play like a wrong note, you're like, oh no. I don't know what to do with a long delay. Oh, that's fun though. Like, I just figured out what to do with a long delay. Really shouldn't be loud, these things. It's not good for anyone. The cat person always puts a delay down solo in the mix. So that's it. That's our look at the Caroline Kilobyte 2000 Lo-Fi Delay. It does Havoc. It taps. It's got 7 freaking controls plus switches. This thing will do so much, and it sounds pretty nice. I like how a lot of people have been coming out with these awesome, I like that grittiness that you can get out of a delay like this. You know, digital delays and stuff like that, they're too clean for my brain. Like, I don't like how they stay forward. Like, this even lets you control that sharpness, so you can kind of dial how front or back your delay is if you want to be duller than your original signal or even brighter in this case and like have a little bit of that edge on it. The modulation sounds great. Modulation to me sometimes can get overbearing. I like how this is just the right amount of seasick for my brain to enjoy it. But it's an awesome pedal. Get a chance to check one out, do it. Caroline makes awesome stuff. If we can get you a Kilobyte 2000, if we can get you a cat t-shirt, a cat toy, a cat pedal that when you play through it, it goes meow. It could go meow like 50 times through this thing if you paired it up with it. We also have pedals that just have cats on them because it's funny. It's funny and it's weird, and I'm one of those things. You can decide which one. Hit us up, beesmusicshop.com. Thank you so much for watching.